kill people to show people that killing isn't right? Since when has it been our right as humans to take another life? I believe that the death penalty is a waste of taxpayers' money, and it really doesn't serve a valid purpose. I also believe that as a punishment to different crimes, the death penalty should be overturned. Do you believe in the death penalty? What's the purpose of the criminal justice system? Is it an eye for an eye or reformation and punishment? The Eighth Amendment to the U.S. Constitution prohibits the federal government from imposing cruel and unusual punishments for federal crimes. But is the death penalty not a cruel and unusual punishment? First off, what is the death penalty? The death penalty is a legal process whereby a person is put to death by the state as a punishment for a crime. Some crimes that can result in death penalty are known as capital crimes or capital offenses. When I think about the death penalty, I feel like the death penalty has no deterrent effect. I feel that it wrongfully gives government power to take human life and perpetuate social justices. Many people aren't informed on the death penalty, and many don't know what these convicts go through. So I'm now going to tell you what the different stages of what they go through. First, they're arrested. Then comes trial. And if convicted, the jury decides if they should receive the death penalty. Then they are transferred to prison, and once the appeal has been executed and clemency denied, an execution date is set. The method of the death penalty that they receive depends on the state. I personally am against the death penalty and disagree with the message it sends. I believe the death penalty should be overturned because, for one, by putting the criminal to death, it doesn't bring the victim back to life. In an article by Robert Oliver, it says the death penalty doesn't teach criminals to be remorseful because they die, so they don't have time to think. The criminal's suffering is over in an instant, rather than spending life caged up. I also believe it should be overturned because since 1978, more than 130 people have been released due to being wrongfully convicted. And there are also many document cases that DNA testing should show that innocent people were put to death. It is more expensive for capital punishment than it is for keeping someone in prison for life. The ratio to that is 2 to 5 times more expensive. And my last reason that I believe it should be overturned is because our founding fathers based this country on morals and built the nation on religion. So how could we have a nation break the 6th commandment, which is thou shalt not kill? By instituting the death penalty, we are sending the message that revenge is the best approach. So the eye for an eye mentality is only holding our society back. Why kill people to show that killing isn't right? This mentality will never solve anything. A revenge philosophy inevitably leads to an endless cycle of violence. The death penalty is really a revenge. The convicts go through many different stages, and I believe it should be abolished. So now that I have told y'all about the death penalty, I hope you see it different, and I persuaded you to be against it, because at the end of the day, it doesn't help.